You all might think the NFC picture is already locked in, but hold tight because ESPN just dropped a stunner. The Dallas Cowboys landed a huge piece in the past day that's shaken the entire outlook. I'm talking about a move that could transform this defense from solid to downright terrifying, exactly when we need it, after everything this team's been through. And in this video today, you're getting the full breakdown of how this connects to our blowout victory and what it could mean heading into the postseason. As someone who's been bleeding Cowboys blue since the old Landry era, I've seen enough highs and lows to recognize when something major is brewing. Stick with me, because the third twist in this whole situation is going to flip your expectations for the future of this roster, something nobody's discussing yet. All right, Cowboys faithful, let's jump straight in. Down here in Texas, we don't waste breath dancing around things. In the latest Cowboys updates, our squad just put together a statement performance that had the entire league talking. After a rough stretch, including that brutal loss to the Cardinals that dropped us to 3-5-1 heading into the bye, and dealing with the devastating passing of young Marshawn Kneeland, this team had every excuse to crumble. But that's not how America's team operates. Under the Monday Night Football lights against the Raiders, the Cowboys delivered a 33-6 dismantling that felt like a spiritual reset for the organization. And yeah, it was in Vegas, not AT&T, but the energy felt like a home revival. This was their first outing since losing Kneeland, and it came right after the front office pulled the trigger on some aggressive trade deadline moves. Speaking of that, one of the big additions was All-Pro Quinnen Williams from the Jets, and he absolutely dominated. He closed the night with 1.5 sacks and 5 quarterback hits, just wrecking things up front. The defense didn't even allow a touchdown until meaningless garbage time minutes in the fourth quarter. They forced 3 early punts and snagged an interception. It was easily their strongest defensive showing of the entire 2025 campaign. The Cowboys' defensive resurgence we've all been desperate to see. On the offensive side, Dak Prescott bounced back from an early fumble and went off, tossing 4 touchdown passes and leading the unit to scores on 5 consecutive drives after settling in. But here's where the story gets messy. Coach Brian Schottenheimer decided to bench star wideout CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens for the opening drive. The reason? Missed team obligations, meetings or something along those lines. And the coach wanted to tighten discipline with everything happening around the franchise. Fans were losing their minds at first, wondering what on earth was going on. But those two responded exactly how you'd want. Pickens racked up 9 receptions for 144 yards and a TD. Lamb detonated for a 56-yarder and ended the day with 14 catches, 210 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, Jake Ferguson, and even Ryan Flournoy all delivered solid contributions. Special teams, Brandon Aubrey hit his field goal like it was nothing. And with that dominant W, the Cowboys improved to 4-5-1. And with the Eagles rolling into AT&T Stadium next Sunday, it's another moment to honor Kneeland right here at home. Now, let's link this to the Dallas Cowboys news that's exploding everywhere. The Jaguars just cut defensive tackle Kalen Saunders. Yes, the 2-time Super Bowl winner who's been a rock-solid depth piece. He barely saw the field in Jacksonville, only about 25 snaps. But he still brings that situational burst every team craves. Word is, he's clearing waivers and heading into free agency. And guess who's already circling? The Cowboys. With Kenny Clark battling inconsistency and Solomon Thomas sidelined, Saunders could slide in as a perfect rotational piece behind our front line, adding more muscle to that relentless blitz package. And this isn't just another round of Cowboys gossip. Insiders are saying the fit makes sense financially and schematically. Picture him lining up alongside Quinnen Williams and the chaos that duo could create. That's the kind of move that shakes up the NFC picture fast. But here's the truth. As exciting as this dominant Cowboys win over the Raiders was, it doesn't magically wipe away the concerns that every committed fan still feels. This season has dragged us through the mud. We all remember the irritation and doubt piling up during those early defeats, the fear creeping in when we fell to 3-5-1, wondering if this team had any fight left. That's the sting, the kind of frustration that makes you lie awake thinking about whether we'll ever experience the glory like we did back in the 90s, when Troy, Emmett, and Michael were stacking championships like clockwork. In the latest Cowboys updates, the defense has been a roller coaster all year. And even though Quinnen Williams made a massive impact on Monday night, you can't help but ask, was it a single spark or the start of something sustainable? We've seen brief flashes before, but maintaining that fire against heavy hitters like the Eagles, that's the real test. And the offense didn't come out smooth either. A quick 3-and-out followed by Dak's turnover set a rocky tone early.